Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new Lusitania update. It's been a while, but we are back, actually, and we are almost done with E deck. I believe this is E deck below us. Yeah, because this is D deck, and that's E deck. So, this is E deck so far. I have the entire floor area kind of laid out, as well as all the staircases and stuff, but I've only detailed up to here. I guess up to here, kind of, but I haven't put this wall in yet, so that hasn't really done anything yet. So it's a small area, and it took surprisingly long to do. And mostly because of all the laying out and everything, and I also thought I needed to post something like, hey, I'm still working on this, before total interest was lost. And all the portholes are actually installed, so I'm going to go show that off. Boop. Or boop. Choop. 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 And let's see what this looks like. It's almost done. There is like a fireman section up ahead of that, but with all the portholes on that area put in, it's gonna look something like that with the bow view at night, at least. And so yeah, that is pretty much it. It's not a very big update for how long it's been going, but it took a surprising amount of time. Oh yeah, and when I finish this area, there won't actually be a goodbye third class, because it goes down to this deck here, and you can even see where I've started to put up some bulkheads. What I'm doing, it's like that, let's see, I know I have like a couple bulkheads. So there's this one. There we go. And then I know there's like one up here or something. Thought there was one up there. I know there's another one somewhere on this deck with the bulkhead heads. Yeah, this, and then there's this one here below the end, right next to the engine room. Which, okay, surprisingly short for a ship of this era. So that might have been a contributor to the sinking. But yeah, no, like, there aren't many bulkheads as of on this deck, which is pretty close to the waterline, but whatever. So, yeah, this is the Lusitania number 23, I believe, and yeah, no, it is getting there. Like, I am actually happy because I'm pretty much almost done. Like, at least with the above water part, I'm still gonna have to, like, empty out the entire everything with sponges and whatnot. And I'm gonna have to add the mailroom. Actually, I know where the mailroom is now. I just gotta get to second class. Go all the way down. And, well, I have to go down and, like, get into the crew area, kind of behind second class. This is gonna take a minute. But yeah, no, we're gonna get down to there. Ah, crew. There should be a staircase somewhere that goes not one deck down, but two. Or goes the second deck down. I should be able to find that, because if I can't, that's going to be a major problem, because the mailroom is kind of located back here. So yeah, I'm going to be putting that in, because I apparently didn't add it. Which is kind of annoying. Unless it's, like, in one of these two rooms. No, it probably isn't. So yeah, I'm going to have to add a crew stairwell that goes down to the mailroom. Actually, I guess I could do now. E-deck. There's a staircase there. Let's go to F-deck. It's loading. F-deck. No, oh! There's the mail storage room. Oh, that's pretty far ahead. But I do need to get another So I'm gonna put a staircase behind this one. Which should be here, right? Yeah. So right there is gonna be a staircase. Goes down to there. That should be enough room. There also, it appears that there should also be a staircase in the steward's area, kind of up and around. So we're gonna do that real quick. But yeah, no, that is going to be the last above water deck, and it won't. And it's going to be kind of like G deck on the Titanic, where there are portholes at the bow, portholes at the stern, but nothing in the middle. Because I might like insert a picture, probably won't because I don't edit very much. It's at the very back here. Where? How am I going to sandwich this in? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna deal with that later. Because, actually, you know what, I could just get rid of this, do that, no, that's a mega no, okay, no, gray, maybe this way, because it's supposed to be behind this thing. It's called the trunk in the area, so maybe like here. No, that's gonna. You know what? We'll just do a ladder. Well, you know what? Yeah. We're doing a ladder, which means I can push it back pretty far. Can I push it all the way back here? Yes, but I want. Okay. So what annoys me about this is like, A, it skips a deck, so that's really annoying in and of itself. But I can't find where the steering gear goes, so I think I'm just going to kind of try to put that in here. To do that, I'm going to have to figure out where the rudder is. And portion to here, so cobblestone wall. Okay, this is going to be more of like a build episode. There we go, so it's right, not there, but there. That is where the rudder is. And really quickly, is it water gonna flow in? Well, okay. First I need to seal up those two holes. But is water gonna flow in through there? Concrete. Yes, this is a concrete ship. Did I just get rid of the ladder? I don't believe so, but I might have. Sponge! Okay, so water does flow in through there. That's going to be a problem when I make the steering gear. Okay, so now that we've got... Or wait, hold on, that cannot be through there. Anyway, it should be. Okay. Really quickly, I'm going to set up the steering gear and I'm going to call it an episode. Are you kidding me? I grabbed a wet sponge. Okay. Sponge. Let's grab a dry one. Does it work? Yes, it does. So, what we're going to want to do is, okay, I'm going to want to go outside. And no, this video won't be monetized. Because I'm not. At least it won't. I'm not extending it out. I always do this where I'm working, I'm like, it'll be pretty much done. We'll do that when we do that. And then I start recording. I'm like, oh, there's all this other stuff I have to deal with. That's annoying. So I'm going to deal with it right now. So what I want to do is I want to go. I believe the rudder was used from here. So I'm going to have to extend it. So this is the rudder. If anyone wanted to see it, propellers and such. Ooh, I should draw like shafts. I really should. That's attached there. So if we go. Okay, so. Oh, and I still haven't removed some of the signs down here. It's like one of the things the guy had while I built this is he had us place these signs down to mark how far out it was from the mid. So I'm going to get rid of those real quick. But yeah, no, you'll see that it's essentially marking how wide it is from the center. That way when we're working on 15, you know, we move to 15. 15th one out. It's actually quite helpful when you're building the ship, because these are massive, massive ships. Like, they are huge. It doesn't really matter on like 0, 1, 2, but it does start to matter once you get like far out there, like not like kind of in the middle. But it does definitely help. So we're gonna want to Alright. So this is propeller one of the outer propellers. That's one of the outer ones. Alright. I assume this is actually not even. Hold on. Shoot. Okay, so that's like a 1 block difference for some reason. Oh, whatever, you know. We'll deal. It actually doesn't really matter. So, sorry that this is getting to be a long episode. I am not just setting up the rudder, I am also setting up the propeller shafts and stuff. So if anyone finds this kind of stuff interesting, it's really only going to happen down here. Like, just as a thing. It really only happens down here when you're working on, like, the propellers and stuff. Because it's really the only spot that demands that kind of attention, the propellers and the rudders and all that. If you want to get the ship right. And okay, I still need to do the thing I set out to do, so let's do that real quick. Scope keeps increasing. This is going to turn into a build episode. But yeah, no, this is one of the many things, and there was a cobblestone wall right there. And it goes, yes, it is that little ditch. Alright, so we're going to extend this. We're actually going to put this block down. Or go up there, put the block down, but put a block down, but continue that up. And that is where the rudder is. So this is going to be the main part of the steering gear. That's going to be hard to do. We'll do that later. But for now, more propeller shafts. So, what the? Hold on. What did I? Okay, I trapped myself in that block somehow. Okay, that's the thing. But yeah, okay, so that won't be letting water in. Alright, so propeller shafts, those guys are, I believe, the outer propellers, so alright, back here, once again, this is the inner propeller shaft. So this is going to be, yeah, just behind here, actually. So those are the outer propeller shafts. These are the inner propeller shafts, I believe. I'm going to start right across. Right. Yeah. Oh, nice. And this one actually lines up. Alright, so, propeller shafts and rudders all have representation on the inside. Ooh, that goes pretty far into the engine room. That's going to be a problem. Anyways, those all have representation. As a matter of fact, that might go to the engine room as well. Deal with that when we deal with that. Alright, thank you guys for watching. This has been more of a build episode than anything, really. And I'm honestly not too sad about it. Like, you guys got to see probably the only time where I'm going to be really... Okay, so the two major times where I linked things in outside and inside is I did have to do some terraforming along the sides of the hull. If you compare it to Rich Lorause's build and compare that to my build, you can see that it doesn't fully match up, and that's mostly because of the way the interior goes. Because there weren't really like parlor cabins on his build or anything. It was the interior's all me, so I kind of had to morph the exterior like that. As well as, and the funnels, those were one of the first things I had to like link inside because of the funnel hatches. And then the last major things are like, you know, the propeller shafts, the rudder, all of that stuff, and that's already hooked up, so that'll be nice when we get down there. That little bit of work just made this quite a bit better. This is going to be by far the longest of my Lusitania updates. I need to get down to 3rd class because that was where we were. So really quickly, I'm going to do that, and we can leave off where we started. And I'm not going to enter through the gangway doors because those are way too hard to find out of like the dozens that are on the ship. I should really try to find a way to differentiate them without making them passenger doors. Yeah, no, and I would replace them with crew doors, anyway, but they don't, with like iron doors, but those don't really fit with the hull, so anyways, this has been the 23rd Lusitania update on the Lusitania. Yeah, the Lusitania update on the Lusitania, but this has been the 23rd Lusitania update. I am Romtanic 2, and I have been building this ship for several months now. And honestly, and once again, I am really happy with how the main rooms have turned out. The cabins, I mean, but, you know, they're cabins. If we're going to build the whole ship, we got to build all the cabins. We're probably a bit too big for that. Probably bit off a bit too much to chew. And actually, I did actually lay out the fireman's area. So I guess that's one last area. Sorry that this episode's been so long. But I did lay this out, and this is going to be like major fireman stuff. So we're going to really quickly raise that to the top. Because we're not going past it. This is going to be the last little section of ship that is on this deck. And then we will move on to let's look. Alright, above the hold plan, F deck, lowered deck. We are skipping a deck, and I hate that, but there aren't deck plans for it, so I'm just gonna move on, you know. I'm pretty sure it's like the Orlop or whatever. But we have, let's see, we have stores for mutton and stuff like that, milk, beef, fruit, alcohol, groceries, flour, wine, potatoes, beef, okay, that kind of stuff. Those are going to go from funnel hatches to boiler hatches, so they're going to get longer and they're going to be way more bulkheads on this deck. Alright. There's going to be the engine room. Then there's going to be the mail room, the mail sorting room, stewards, lots of stewards. It's a lot of stewards. Oh my god. And then trunk, and then a passage which we laid out the area into there. And we also have more third-class accommodations, believe it or not, and a lot of them as well. Jesus Christ. As well as a cargo and baggage hold underneath the crew areas, as well as stores and all that stuff. So that will all be in the next deck, and it will take forever. As well as this, like, massive space of just nothing. Like, in between, like, the stores and third-class accommodations, and around the boiler room, 1, 2, 3, 4, around the boiler room 2, I believe, that is a lot of open space. Like, good god, I think it's like coal chutes and stuff, but I'm debating whether or not I'll add that. Like, at all. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do there. Like, Jesus. Yeah, but aside from that, that is it. This is the, next Lusitania update. 23. The ship is massive. There's a lot to do. And, bye-bye.